Hey gems, welcome back. It's Lorena. Today I'm here with the products I regret. And yes, these are all products that I'm like, what was I thinking? What was going through my mind? I don't even know. It's the first time I ever do one of these, and honestly, I'm not sure how often I'm going to do them, but I figured why not share with you guys. Some of these things I'm like, let's not talk about it. Let's not even look. I don't want to see it because I spent so much. I'm like, So yeah, let's get into it. Now I do want to say these are all products that did not work for me personally. I know that some of these are like super popular. Some of them like people swear by. You know, everybody has different likes and dislikes and tastes. So if this works for you, awesome. I'm super glad it worked out. For me, I'm just like, I wasn't as lucky. So, you know, it just happens to all of us with different products, and we all have different skin types and, you know, expectations and all that good stuff. So please don't get offended if I mention something that you absolutely love. Like I said, I'm really glad it worked out for you if you bought this, but it's just not my jam. So with that said, let's hop into it. So I do have a couple of skincare items, and I have one fragrance, so we'll just get out of the way. And this one was a gift that I actually asked for, and my boyfriend was really nice and got it for me, because at Christmas time he's really bad. Like if I don't give him like a selection of you know, choices, he'll just buy me like really random stuff. Like I'm that girl that has gotten like emergency car kit from her boyfriend before, and it's like, okay, thanks. I'm so glad I have jumper cables now. Like what? You know, like my boyfriend's just one of those. Total sweetheart, love him, great guy, but when it comes to gifts, he's really not the best. No. So, I have to, like, send him, like, I don't know, a bunch of different pictures of stuff I want, and just, you know, be surprised by which ones he decides to get me. And so, that happened 2 years ago. I don't know why I included this in the list, but this is the Honey by Marc Jacobs perfume. He got me a little, like, gift set, had, like, a lotion, a body gel, and the perfume itself, and I don't like the smell. And I think I realized it, like, a few days after I sent the picture. I saw it in store and was like, and I was like, oh, that doesn't smell the way I thought. I don't know what got in my head when I asked for it. And when he bought it for me, I was like, oh, yay. I was hoping you wouldn't get this one. But I couldn't say that. So I was like, oh, thanks. You got it for me. Thanks so much, babe. And I've worn it a couple times. And even he's like, what are you wearing today? Is it the weird one that I got you? And I'm like, yeah, it is. Like, we both don't like how it smells on me, so this was such a fail, but it was a fail on my part, and I just feel bad that he spent money on it, because I don't know what got in my head, but yeah, that's a no. You know, my pH and that don't get along. So that was my only fragrance. 2 skincare items. First off, I have the Benigma all-in-one face cream. I know everybody and their grandma was raving about this on YouTube like 2 years ago, and that's why I was like, oh my god, I want to try it, but mostly, I don't regret the product itself. It is really good face cream. I used it overnight for quite some time, but then I was like, this was so expensive. I don't want to go through it too quickly, so I'm just going to set it aside and use it like once or twice a week. And I set it too far aside where I forgot about it, so I have like half of it left, but it smells weird now, and the consistency hasn't changed, but the smell has, and I'm just like, okay. I think I got this last January. It has a 12-month lifespan, and it is March, so no. I can't use it anymore, so I regret how much money I spent on it. Was it a terrible product? No, not at all. I really liked the way my skin felt when I used it. Did I see any major changes? Not really. It was just a nice, you know, more moisturizing night cream for me, but I spent so much money. I think this was like $86 or $80 after like shipping and handling. I know that Tati had a deal with them where it's like 50% off. So from 120 it was like 60, but again, shipping and handling from New Zealand was like 20 bucks. So I think I spent like 80 something dollars, and I didn't finish it, and I'm just like, what were you thinking? Like, you could have gotten, you know, another lotion for half the price or even less than that and finish it off. So, excuse me, hiccup. So yeah, I'm just like, that was a hard fail on my part. Then I've got one from Lush. This is Ocean Salt Face and Body Scrub. This one I've honestly only used once since I bought it. I think I bought this back in like October. And I bought this. I bought a coffee mask. I like the coffee mask way more. But this one, oh my gosh, I used it once and I wanted to cry. Like, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that it has like some major salt crystals in it, like really, really big chunky pieces of salt. And usually I'm all about that, like on the rim of a cup with a margarita, like I'm all about that chunky salt. Like, give it to me, girl. I know it's bad for me, I don't care. Fixes a margarita. I'm all about that salty life. But when it comes to my face, this was so painful. I'm like, maybe I just need to scrape off that top layer and use like the inside, and hopefully it doesn't have those big chunks inside of it, because it was so painful on my skin. I was like, oh my god, is this, I know it's exfoliating, but is it supposed to rip your face apart? Because that's how it felt. It just really like scared me to use it again, so I haven't. It expires this November. So I have some time to give it a shot, but I've just been hesitant because the first time was kind of traumatic, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, people say that the almonds in the St. Ives scrub are too harsh. That salt is way too harsh. It's like, whoa girl, no, like, it was really, really frighteningly exfoliating. Like, it was just so strong. So that one, I'm just like, I regret it because it wasn't super cheap, and I haven't used it, and I'm scared to use it, so. And then we've got a couple of palettes, but let's get over the one other, I guess, almost like a complexion item. This is the Mally Perfect Prep Primer. I bought this because Emily Noel has said this is her holy grail for some time now. I love Emily Noel. I, used to watch her religiously. And so I was like, you know what? I want to give that a try. Honestly, it's not the worst primer I've ever used, but I feel like it's not as smoothing as she made it out to be, and I got better results with the Garnier 5-Second Blur than with this one. Like, this one, if you apply it too much, it just kind of balls up and rolls off, and it's nice. It's a fluffy kind of little moussey consistency. It's not very silicone-y, but I just feel like, again, I got better results with the Garnier drugstore version of it than with the original $40 product. So I'm like, yeah, that's a regret. Definitely should not have spent those $40. Like, it was just not my jam. It's just not my thing. I do like a nice smoothing primer, and this one's okay. It's soft enough. It's just not like, wow, life-changing the way I kind of expected it to be with the kind of reviews and stuff that I'd seen. So it's just an okay product, but I wouldn't repurchase. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just like, it's alright. It's not worth the money for sure, though. If you want something like this, get the Garnier. Problem solved. So that one's a regret. Then I've got a few palettes. So first off, the Too Faced Cocoa Contour. I don't know why I bought this. I don't contour my face. I don't bronze. I'm super pale. It's hard for me to find bronzers that aren't too orange. That's definitely too orange. I mean, I do like this one here for contouring when I remember to contour, but it's not like a daily thing for me. So yeah, and then I don't like the two lighter shades. I just don't like them, especially not the glittery one. Maybe this one here that's more of a matte, that one could be a bit more useful, but the glittery one is just a bunch of glitter, and it's just a pass. Like, nope. And there we go. The Mally primer that I put on the back of my hand was balling up, so I had to, yeah, don't like that either. But anyways, yeah, those are just, I mean, I do actually kind of really like the white one now that I used it again, but I never reach for this palette because I don't contour, so definitely a waste of money. Then I've got the Buxom one. I mentioned this in my recent declutter that I might get rid of it. I had never used it. I've had it for almost 2 years now. I think this came out in 2015 as part of the holiday line, and I got it when it was on sale later on. And I don't reach for it. The colors are okay, but not really, nothing like amazing that I need in my collection. So this is probably going to go very soon. Then I've got two palettes that I just regret how much money I spent on them. They're kind of like the Makeup Lovers version of fancy china. You know, like when you get like those nice fancy china sets and you put them in the display case and they're beautiful plates and all that good stuff, and no one's allowed to touch them because they're collectors and they're for special occasions, but on special occasions you have too many people, you decide to use disposables. It's that kind of product for me, and it is the Disney Sephora collaboration palettes. So I have the Cinderella, I have the Jasmine. I love the packaging. They're beautiful palettes, great to have if you're a makeup collector, but I don't have the space for it, and honestly each of these was like $55. $55 for an eyeshadow palette that I'm never going to use is just too much money. I think I realized that when I got to Ariel. Like, by the time they dropped the Ariel palette, I was like, what am I doing with my life? Really? I've already spent over $100 and something just to get these two that I never use. Why am I going to spend another $55 just to complete the collection? No, I'm not doing that. And I kind of regret it because I don't have the full collection, but I don't because I would have been $160 that I would have spent on 3 palettes that I don't use. So, yeah. These, again, are like the fancy china that you're not allowed to use, but it's just sitting there being pretty. And I'm like, nobody got time for that. So last few items. Okay, first off, I have to say this one has been super hyped up. Everybody and their mom loves it. And for me, it's just patchy. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I broke my no-buy to pick this up, and I'm going to return it because even though it was like $6, I don't like it. Like, it's super patchy on me, it doesn't sit well, it oxidized. It was just not a good foundation for my skin. We didn't get along. So I'm not going to keep that because I actually still have the receipt, which never happened. So I am actually going to take it back because why should I keep something that doesn't work, you know? So definitely getting rid of that. Then we've got, the last two are kind of a tie between which one I hate the most. Like, I regret both of these products so much. Every time I look at them, it's one of those like, ugh, cringeworthy, like, you know, those moments in high school that you regret, like you look back on them and you're like, oh, what was I thinking? Or like that one outfit that you're like, God, I really wore that, That's kind of how I feel about these products. Like, oh god, girl, I know I actually spent that money, like, girl. So both of these, I'm like, I don't want to look at you, I hate you. Bad memories, just, you know, traumatic. So first off is the NARS Ita Kabuki brush. This was like $50 for a face brush, and I never use it. It's really not that life-changing. Yeah, does it fit in your contour? Well, you can turn down inside and blend that stuff out. You can do this, and it works just like any other brush. But other brushes are $55, and I don't know, I just don't think this was worth the money. Like, it's so hyped up. Everybody and their mom, when contouring highlighting came out, everybody wanted it. It was sold out for the longest time, so that's why I bought it, because I bought into the hype, and I'm like, you are so dumb. Why did you do that? And I really wish I hadn't hidden the receipt, or I would have been able to return it when I immediately realized I hated it. So, yeah, definite fail. It's one of those, like, bye girl kind of products. Like, I hate that brush. Then there's the Cover Effects Custom Cover Drops. Now these I know are going to be super controversial because people love these things. Just the formula doesn't work with my skin. I've tried it in my foundation. I've tried it in moisturizer. I've tried it with the Custom Effects. Is it Custom Effects? What is it? Cover Effects. They have like these blotting drops. And when one of the Cover Effects reps was in my store recently, I was like, I don't like your drops. I have two and I can't make it work. What do you recommend? She's like, here, try the blotting drops. It'll work because you're oilier, blah, 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 blah. No, still don't like it. I just don't like the way that the drops make foundation or any product pretty much fit on my, sit on my skin. It's always heavy, it's always too thick. No matter if I use a beauty blender, a brush, my fingers, I just can't get the formula to work for my skin. So unfortunately, each of these was $45, and my foolish butt decided to buy two. So this is like $100 worth of drops that I can't use, that I don't like the consistency of. And I know people are like, well, then you should give them away. And I'm like, that's $100 that I spent. As Mexicans say, me duele el codo. We say your elbow hurts when you're cheap, and yeah, my elbow totally hurts thinking about giving these away because they were not cheap, and I don't know, something about giving them away just like, that would be the ultimate, you know, fail. So, don't like these, they don't work for my skin, but I'm stubborn and I refuse to give them away. I don't know, I might have to suck it up and do that, but definitely one of those products that I'm like, girl, why? Why did I even waste my time? I don't know. Hype. That's all it is. So yeah, that's pretty much all the products I currently have that I regret purchasing. Let me know what some of your regrets are in the comments down below. Do you like some of these? Do they work for you? Do you have any tips on how I can maybe make them work? I'm telling you, if you have anything that'll make these drops work for me, girl, let me know, because I've tried it all and it's just not my friends. So I'd really appreciate a, you know, suggestion or something like that. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you found this interesting, fun, I don't know. Hope you had a good time. I know I did. Don't forget to click that like button for me, subscribe so you can stick around for more videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.